Hi, this is Targi, and I'm going to give you an overview of the week's astrology, starting with February 22nd today. So 2/22/2021, it's kind of nice numerology. It's a very sacred, special date for me because I had one of the most amazing experiences of my life on this day 42 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long, but anyway, I had an ET, a very spiritual experience in Isla Mujeres, Mexico, with two witnesses. And so I will be celebrating, remembering what I call the starbird, which was an actual star, falling star that turned into a starbird, which I saw, which was an incredible message from Sirius, apparently. That was my Sirian message. Now, today, you can see the moon's in her home sign of Cancer, trining the sun. That's always a very beautiful, very positive aspect. And the moon is in Cancer, we're governed by her tummy, so you might have felt that you've been eating more comfort foods and nurturing and feeling more emotional, and you want to get into the waters and you want to go back to the womb. You kind of want to curl up into kind of a little ball and feel like you're back in your mother's womb again, or whatever makes you feel emotionally safe. So the moon squares Chiron and Aries. Again, they want fast healing, and you can heal a lot of old emotional traumas quite quickly under this aspect. And then the moon sextiles Uranus and Taurus, so definitely some quick change moves there. Sextiles are nice positive aspects, and Uranus and Taurus again is a bit of a conundrum there because Uranus is that shock of awakening and Taurus is the bull market. So yeah, there may be some pullbacks today in the market. Cancer moon in conjunct Saturn and Mercury in Aquarius there. They cannot see each other. They're in blind spots to each other. So Cancer moon doesn't want to hear anything about anything new and different. You know, they just want to kind of be safe and secure. Now, we're going to go on here, and I'm going to try and set this up a little better here. Okay, so this is on the 23rd. Cancer moon in conjunct Jupiter and Aquarius. Okay, so the moon keeps going on to not being able to communicate with anything new, different on the internet, doesn't want to know about any of that. So it might be a good time to take some time off for a day and a half, even disconnect from the internet there, because your mood, which is reflected by the moon, won't really want to do that unless you really have to. The moon trines Neptune and Pisces, very dreamy. You may find yourself kind of doing some microdosing there or just dreaming away. Good time to tap into your intuition, doing anything creative. Listen to soft music, classical music, meditate, visualize, journal, write poetry, sing, dance, all of that stuff. Connect with your soulmate and your higher spiritual masters. The moon sextiles Mars and Taurus. That's nice. Kind of bringing us down to earth a little bit, except that earth and water sometimes make mud, you know that. But that's at night. That can be a nice, sexy kind of little contact there, especially for those Taurus people that have been heating up by Mars there. And then the moon opposes Pluto in Capricorn, so that's a very deep, intense aspect, especially late at night, EST and PST. Kind of very intense journey into your shadows, into your emotions, into power, control, secrets, you know, all those Scorpio type of Pluto ruled energies, right? Remember, Mars is in Taurus, so the dealing with our own shadows is very real, very functional, very physical these days. And then the moon is void, of course, until it goes into, here we are on Wednesday. You can see Wednesday and Thursday there. On Wednesday, hang on, I want to get it a little tighter there. Okay, on Wednesday there, hold on a second, I'm adjusting this as we go. Whoops, on Wednesday, oh, okay, on Wednesday on the 24th, okay, hang on. Wednesday the 24th, can I get it a bit tighter there? Wednesday the 24th, excuse me. Wednesday the 24th, moon in conjunct Venus in Aquarius. So again, love, women, that nurturing, you know, independent women. Venus in Aquarius, very independent, don't want to do anything traditional. So you might be fighting with your daughter or your mother or something like that in general, just different tastes, different values. Okay, then the moon enters Leo. So we're up into this fiery, passionate, heart-centered energy. Leo is the sign of the child, willpower, creative self-expression. So, you know, under a fire moon, everybody gets fired up. It's the symbol of strength in the tarot. So the moon in Leo in conjunct the sun in Pisces. Again, this fiery, stage-struck, upstaging Leo energy, excuse me, doesn't do well with the excuse me, Pisces sun there energy, which is kind of reclusive and sensitive and psychic and doesn't really want to be out on the world stage at all. That's Leo's thing. So Leo trines Chiron and Aries, so it almost sounds like a faith healer here, or being able to preach to people to help them. That preaching is a Sagittarius thing, but this is what's coming to me intuitively. And then the Leo moon squares Uranus and Taurus. So again, some kind of authority issues here, some kind of world news issue about stock markets, kind of big players, things like that. And then there's a big aspect here on the 24th with Mars trining Pluto. Now, because both of these planets are the traditional and modern rulers of Scorpio, you can expect some major upheaval in the stock markets today. Because, of course, Taurus, the bull market. I just read that the sculptor who created created the raging bull for the stock market died. So that can be a synchronistic symbol of something, chilling out there on the market, although it doesn't seem like it these days. So Mars and Taurus, really big bull market, Pluto and Capricorn kind of taking down the old order, the old structure. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. The moon in Leo opposes Saturn in Aquarius. So again, there's that. Saturn Aquarius, rules Aquarius. It's still kind of working with the traditional, but also the non-traditional. So something like cryptocurrencies being bought up by all these big corporations now is very much a symbol of that. In integrating new rules and new laws, right? So it's still pretty dramatic. Moon in Leo is always very dramatic. And then on the 25th here, let's see if I can turn myself around here. Whoops. All right, now on the 25th, whoops, I hope you'll join me for the 25th, because I will be doing a workshop for the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. I am Agent 129, Cosmic Intelligence Agency, doing a workshop about the asteroid Juno, one of my favorite asteroids. You may have seen me write about her. So this is the first time I'm giving a workshop for the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have to go to the Cosmic Intelligence Agency site to register for that. It's $20 if you're not a member of the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, but I encourage you to join because there's all kinds of wonderful seminars by the top astrologers in the world there, so it's well worth it. Now, the asteroid Sirius has just entered Aries also on the 22nd. I just want to mention this, it's just come to my mind, that we're entering a new cycle. Anytime a planet, an asteroid, anything crosses that 0 degrees Aries sign, it's a new beginning. And Sirius takes about 4 years to make one circuit, one transit. So it represents a new fiery beginning, a new initiation in terms of Earth energy. That Sirius, she is the Earth Mother, like Demeter. Okay, so then on the 25th, Venus leaves Aquarius, where she's been kind of cool and detached and in love with the internet, and enters Pisces, where she's exalted. She works really well in Pisces. So empathy, goes off the charts. Intuition, psychic values, being able to see right through things, really feeling everything. So that's going to be, of note for a while. So that sense of yearning and dreaming to meet your soulmate, and creativity, and kind of that addictions coming up very strong. Loving your addictions, not being able to resist your addictions. That can be a danger. Love addiction, of course. Gambling, don't bet the mortgage against Bitcoin necessarily. Escapism, that's Venus and Aquarius. And blaming, scapegoating, projection, again, all that stuff. So it's pretty rich. Pisces rules Hollywood, so there's maybe some major news items about women in Hollywood, film stars, stuff like that. Okay, so the moon in Leo opposes Jupiter in Aquarius. Now, whenever a planet is connected to Jupiter, that's a big expansion. So again, the Leo moon, you can hear some big messages, again, about cryptocurrency, about new beginnings, big changes in business, any kind of new technologies on any level. Okay, now, the sun also sextiles Uranus and Taurus. This is a big change-up day. When you're dealing with Aquarian, lots of Aquarian, Jupiter and Aquarius, Uranus and Taurus energy, and then the Leo sun in conjuncts Neptune and Pisces. Now, Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, so again, there might be this sense of the big, strong will ego versus the very compassionate, gentle Neptune and Pisces who roots for the underdog. Okay, now we're going to go up here and deal with that 26. So I'm hand folding this, as you can see. So the moon, Leo moon, then in conjunct Pluto. Again, this, Leo just does not do well with those signs. So again, power struggles. Yeah, it feels like there's going to be some big gossip going on, some big reveals. Leo moon squares Mars and Taurus. Again, these are fixed signs. Nobody wants to budge. Somebody wants to move those markets. Who has the power to do that? Could be big government there as well. The moon goes void, of course, again, and it won't make another aspect until the moon enters Virgo, which you can see there. Moon entering Virgo, grounded, we're an earth sign, we're down to earth, we're being pragmatic, we're being accountable, we can, take care of the details. Okay, little OCD there at the time. Now, the moon opposes Venus and Pisces, so, there's romantic ideals, then need to have a budget, need to have a reality check, all that kind of stuff. And then all the following aspects here: moon in conjunct Chiron and Aries, the moon trine Uranus and Taurus, and the moon in conjunct Saturn and Aquarius happen in Pacific Standard Time, and then they happen on the 27th, repeating later, 3 hours later. So moon in conjunct Chiron and Aries, again, not wanting to deal with the real issues, the real hurts, the anger. Virgos tend to hide their anger, I find, and then it upsets their digestion. So whenever the moon is in Virgo, I find my guts get really sensitive, and I don't know if you find that also, but definitely Virgo moon, planets in Virgo, I really feel it in my guts. And the guts are really an ancient psychic place to go. Moon trining Uranus and Taurus, again, good time if you want to jump into the market, you want to buy some stocks. Don't get carried away though. Moon in conjunct Saturn and Aquarius. So again, that sense of we want to stick to the old tried and true. Okay, now on the 27th, there is a big, quite dynamic full moon. Let's see if I can put this down here. Big dynamic full moon here. Again, I'm going to continue, what I've started since January. I've been doing these full moon and new moon workshops. They're quite wonderful on Zoom. So I'm going to be doing one that night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can now go on my website and tune in and purchase registration. It's $22 for that. And I'll be talking about all the magical astrology aspects of everything that Virgo is all about, which is health and service and work and worry and pets and working with community and being accountable and being too self-critical and all those things. Plus, there's very strong Mars-Pluto aspects on that full moon as well. So I'll bring in the rituals, the oils, the medicine, and always a guided meditation. So it's been quite a wonderful and quite successful workshop, so I invite you to join. So again, the moon in Virgo, because Mercury has just moved direct, Mercury's still moving very slow, and again, Mercury rules Virgo. So again, we're just coming out of this slow retrograde time. So moon in conjuncting Chiron and Aries, again, those in conjuncts, just talked about them. And then we get to the next aspect in real time, which is the moon opposite the sun, which is the full moon, of course. So, of course, on a full moon, the sun is always opposite where the moon is. Okay, so the sun is in Pisces there. And I believe it's at, what degree is it at? 8 degrees. Okay, so please join me for that one. The moon in conjunct Mercury and Aquarius, again, still working out the kinks from that Mercury retrograde. And the moon in conjunct Jupiter and Aquarius again. Can't really see this new change. There's doubters, there's people resisting. Then the moon opposes Neptune and Pisces, very dreamy. One of the most dreamy moons of all the times there is to really go deep into visualizing, time traveling, lucid dreaming, meeting your soulmate, meeting your soul monad, really downloading all kinds of really new, beautiful information. Neptune is at 20 degrees, I believe, Pisces, squaring the nodes as well. So it's a pretty fateful time. So again, what's real, what isn't, we still aren't sure of that these days, and we won't be for a while, I'm telling you that. Now, on the 28th here we go. Moon trining Pluto there, wealth of riches in your dreams. So do pay attention, do some lucid dreaming there. For sure, remember your dreams, really work with them. The moon trining Mars in Taurus. Hold on, am I down to that last day? I am. Moon trining Mars in Taurus, very earthy, good for all earth signs, Capricorn as well. Moon is void, of course, and then enters Libra You can see there the darker is Pacific Standard, the lighter is Eastern Standard. So the moon in Libra, I know everybody hates the sign of Libra these days, but it is the sign that we need the most. You know, what you reject, what you refuse persists. So we need balance. We need to see the other as our equal and necessary counterpart, not as some hated thing that we want to cut off. So the moon, we need that go-between facilitation aspect. Moon in conjuncts Venus and Pisces. So it's like counseling, you know, between someone who wants to stay in the relationship, someone who's maybe in addictions, denial, doesn't want to go get counseling. That's a perfect example of that. And then the moon opposes Chiron and Aries. Again, this is in Pacific Standard Time. Where does it hurt? You know, that's the famous question that Parsifal had to ask the Fisher King in the Grail legend, and then everything changed. The moon then in conjuncts Uranus and Taurus. So, everybody seems to be in conjuncting Uranus and Taurus this week, aren't they? So again, not really understanding this brave new world that's coming down the pike. But I'm here to help you make sense of it. So, you know, the highlight here is Pisces energy, Sun in Pisces, Venus in Pisces. We're getting pretty watery and very emotional. We haven't really felt those kind of energies for a while, so it might be nice to kind of really let out how we're feeling. But be careful, Pisces is also about denial, you know, distraction, not wanting to deal with anything. You might be feeling more exhausted, more ennui coming up. Okay, so if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarot.com. Please follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel here, follow me at infinitynow.wordpress.com. I'm seeing sparkles in front of my eyes. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on TikTok too. My daughter's showing me my own TikTok videos sent to her by her friend, which is very funny. So wishing you all the best blessings. Please come to my workshops on the 25th through the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, all about Juno, committed relationships and feminine genius. You don't want to miss that. And then my full moon magic astrology workshop on the 27th. Okay, so you can get in touch with me at tarot.com. Blessings to you.